And you realize deep in your heart, like, you don't clean your room every day. Who are you to judge? Got it. Okay. You guys aren't feeling that. Some of these homeless things don't land. They wind up just on the streets, you know? Totally fine. I think there's 3 kinds of homeless. I did this. I like to people watch in person where I can talk to them. So I'll just like walk my dog too long. Like he's already tired of the walk, but I'm still watching people. I blame the Marine Corps for that. They probably don't understand. But the most I've felt like a Roman centurion in my life was standing on a castle in Tunisia, looking over the moors, I guess that's what it's called, down over the Mediterranean Sea. It was beautiful. Different story. Homeless people. Let's get a topic change. We all like stay to what we liked and don't do anything else. I got it. My bad. So I saw a homeless pimp one time. That was pretty cool. Like it made me feel bad about the fact I was single when I saw this. You know? But he literally was arguing with a girl holding a sign. They both had I don't know if they were or weren't homeless, but they had the scabs and clothing of homeless people. They were wearing very good costumes sometime in the middle of July. It was a really heated area. You know, they were probably homeless. I feel good about this. They had signs. They were arguing over change that was being counted on the ground. And he said to her, if you don't bring home more money next time, you can't sleep under the tree with me. And I was like, my pimp game is super weak. I have a whole ass apartment and they won't stay. Told some chick I was homeless once and see how far I could go. We were at the bar and my buddy bought me a shot. I was like, hey, Dave, I'll buy you a shot of tequila, which I hate tequila, but I'll buy you a shot of tequila if you go over to that girl and then tell her you're homeless and see if you can get her number, take her out or anything. And so, like, I doubled down on it. I was like, you know, free tequila that I hate, sure. I'll take personal challenges. Let's do this. And I went straight up to her, like, asked her out. She asked where I live. I said I wouldn't want to talk about that on the first date. Yeah. Like, I made it, like, real, like, subtle, like a mystery that I didn't have a home. And I was just having a good time. I didn't expect it to work. I wound up getting her number. Like, how far do you take something like that before it's, like, not a joke anymore? You're just being mean to a person. I'm realizing that as I'm telling this story. It goes down a sad path. At the end, I was joking. She was really homeless. So, just saved her time in trouble. My favorite homeless person I ever met was an M&M dealer. I don't know how North Dallas feels about this, but let's say he sold a particular kind of peanut M&Ms. Your boy's real fond of rolling up like a cigarette and smoking. It's not important how these M&Ms are imbibed, but they're definitely not inhaled. It's good times. But I asked him, he was like, hey man, I need help. And he had that sad look in his eyes and made me feel empathy. And I haven't felt that since Tunisia. But it was nice to feel like a human again. So I thought about it. I was like, you know, I'm a little drunk and I could use some M&Ms. He said, well, just so happens I have M&Ms. Reached into a backpack sitting next to him and put on a blazer. Just like a full 3-button blazer. Reached into the pocket, had some of the finest, crispiest peanut M&Ms I've ever seen. And I said, sir, you know, I may be able to assist you. What were you looking for? And he said, I need a bus pass to go see my family and all this other stuff. And it brought a tear to my eye. I've worked in sales for a very long time, and to see a homeless entrepreneur like that, just somebody out here grinding on the streets, like trying to buy houses, like living their life, you know? I had to. I talked him down on the price of the weed. Oh man, you guys are a lot of fun. I see what you're saying. They're like very cheerful. It's like you guys have a Friday energy on what is clearly hump day.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of people that just listen to Akon. Okay. That's fine. I thought it was a good attempt at that. It didn't land well at all. So I think I might be kind of seeing this girl now. Like, I'm willing to admit that maybe I'm kind of sort of seeing her, right? and she has asked me to marry her. So like we're maybe at a different place in the relationship. I don't know. You guys, has anybody ever like been in love before? No, what's that like? Asking for a friend. Terrible. Okay.
Or 16 years of my life.
16 years of your life?
Oh.
Aren't you supposed to raise them to 18, sir? Kicks them out early. I like that. It's like this. The world's hard. The day you're gonna learn that lesson. That's awesome. No, I'm dating a Spanish girl and or Hispanic or whatever she likes to be called. She just doesn't like it if I don't call. That's really the problem. What do you mean you can't not talk to me for 3 days while I'm working? It was a weekend or whatever. I don't know how healthy your relationships are. It's great. Where's 16 years of his life? What are you doing now?
Moved to Dallas.
You moved to Dallas? You like feel like a free man?
Yes, sir.
It's like the first day you walk out of prison and you rip up a divorce papers. It's like, that's some real freedom right there. I can switch topics entirely. This is way more fun than what I was going to do. I was going to say some shit about how she's crazy and like I did it in front of her family and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter, all right?
It's all good.
Yeah, we'll move on. It's fine. I have other topics.
Nobody knows me out there.
Nobody knows you up here? All right, my last name's American. I thought I would get like a cool nickname in my life, you know? Like somebody would call me like a bald eagle or baby Trump or something. Like just like land a cool ass nickname. And yeah, you guys got it back there. It's always a background sound, but the nicknames always hurt, you know? Like it's not the same. Back when I was in Tunisia, this weird castle that looked like a Roman complex, Colosseum. I haven't given up on that. I'm gonna win you guys over on this. I am. I'm persistent as hell. I'm like a water to a rock. I messed up. We had like a really rough day, and I made some nuts and fudge. You know, like I cooked brownies one time. Frickin' Betty Crocker forever. Did you do that? Well, you do now. They named me after an old white lady that cooks stuff because of the brownies, and her picture is apparently on the box with a little red spoon. You've probably seen it before. And I didn't think that was going to be bad, but I came back to the States, I had forgotten about it. It had been like, you know, time had passed. I found M&Ms in my life. You know, my memory started to dwindle, you know. And I'll never forget, I got pulled over by the police, and then I ended up being driven back to my house. And I don't know if you guys know this, if you ever get a courtesy ride from the cops, not to jail, you should A, be thankful you were a smooth talker and not too drunk, and B, realize that there's child safety locks, and you're a child. And they have to check you out to somebody at the house. It just so happens they checked me out to a fellow Marine of mine. That's when I understood once a Marine, always a Marine. The cop asked him, do you know David American? The guy was like, who? He goes, David American. He goes, who? It's like the dude in the car over there. Oh, you mean Betty Crocker? It's now a known alias with the Fort Worth Police Department. My name's been Betty Crocker. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for putting up with it.
All right, David American, a.k.a. Betty Crocker.